Today on the channel, we're going to replace this pickup that is really microphonic. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to replace the humbucker in this guitar because it's extremely microphonic, as you could tell in the intro of this video. Sorry if I blew anybody's eardrums out. I tried to make that as quick as possible. But yeah, this is a microphonic pickup and I use a lot of high gain and kind of higher volume, so it makes it unmanageable. This is actually a really nice guitar. It's well made. It's it plays well. The single coil pickups in it are actually very nice. I've got a demo of this guitar on my channel. You can watch it if you'd like. It's the Fesley FST 100, I believe. These are like $150 with the whole kit on Amazon. So it's a nice guitar, but high gain, not so much in this pickup. So over the last couple of years, I've amassed quite a collection of humbuckers through guitar kits and different upgrades that I've done. So I'm going to show you my massive collection of humbuckers. It's pretty staggering, and we're going to select one. I'm going to put it in this guitar, and I'm going to go with it, and it will at least make this guitar playable and manageable and hopefully sound great. So let's begin. Let's go. Okay, so what we have here is my collection of humbuckers that I've amassed over the last couple of years or so. Anytime that I do a guitar kit and I replace the pickups in it, I save parts. I never throw out anything. I'm almost like a guitar part hoarder. But these are not the greatest pickups in the world, but some of them are really decent. These are not Seymour Duncans, so don't get all excited. These are, I'm not sure what they are. But let's go through these, and I'm going to try to make an educated guess and figure out what I think will work the best in this guitar. So this might be my first option right here, my first selection. This came out of a Gretsch, like a $400 or $500 Gretsch. All right, there's two of them. I don't know which one. Okay, this one says bridge. So this one, I'm leaning towards putting this Gretsch pickup in the guitar. I think Gretsch pickups sound cool. That's the bridge. So we're gonna put this one over here as an honorable mention. These came out of a Kramer Pacer. I did not like these, and I don't like the white, so these are not going to get picked. That one doesn't have any leads, so that one's out. That one doesn't have any leads on it. That one's out. This lead is short. This came out of a guitar kit, like a Les Paul kit. And you can always tell because these are really like cheap wires that come out of these pickups. This one here is a wide range pickup. This is a 5. This is interesting. This one's a 5-wire wide range. I don't know what brand it is. It says N, so that's a neck pickup. So probably not going to go with that. This looks like sort of low end, but anyway, going to opt out of that one. This is a cheaper kit guitar pickup that I recall that these weren't the best, so I'm going to take this one over here. Let's see. Sorry if this is really boring. This one is another Les Paul kit from China. I don't know if this is a bridge pickup or not. I just can't tell. I've got my testers so I can test these later. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take these Les Paul kit pickups and we're going to put them over here as possibilities because I remember they weren't that bad. This I think came out of a parts guitar. This one says El Toro bridge pickup. This came out of a weird guitar that had a El Toro wine logo on it. And I remember this pickup actually sounded pretty good. So we're going to put this over here. All right, this one, short lead on it, not interested in fixing that. This is a Zebra. These are Zebras that came out of, I think, an Epiphone SG or something, an older one someone had me fix. I don't think the zebras would look very good in that guitar, so I'm not going to do cream and black zebras. This ESP pickup is total trash. I remember putting this in a guitar. It's an ESP designed pickup. Same as this one. That one was trash. Okay, this one is pretty clean looking. I can't tell if this is gold. Yeah, those are gold. Those aren't going to match. But these are Epiphone. These came out of Epiphones, out of an Epiphone Les Paul. That one says Epiphone right on it. We may put that one in there. I don't know if that's a neck or a bridge. I'm going to get the testers out and take a look. This is a bridge. This one's a bridge pickup. Sorry if I'm not in the camera. Cool. We'll put that over there. We'll test that one out. Okay, this one says 53. I remember this came out of, I want to say these came out of my Ibanez Iceman. So there's a 50 and the 53. You know, I'm going to keep these pickups together because I think I'm going to put these in another kit at some point. I remember those pickups sounded pretty decent. And this one says, I have to look up that part number. I'm not sure what that is. That one looks interesting. That's maybe a contender. That's a neck pickup that says N. Okay. That's a neck pickup. Not going that route. These I'm saving for something else. And we're going to test that. These are junk. All right, so these are Jackson pickups. Jackson pickups are not bad. These are some Jacksons. I kind of want to keep this set together. Same with these. These are ESP. They say ESP designed on them. I don't think they really are ESP pickups. I think they came out of something that was not really an ESP. They say G&B Pickup Company. These might have come out of an ESP. I remember doing an upgrade and putting some black winners in somebody's LTD. I think that might have been in their guitar. But I want to keep these pairs together for a future build. These, what are these ones? Those are Epiphone. These are Epiphone pickups. That's a matching set. So we're going to keep those together. Wish those were Duncans. This is a Squire pickup. I don't want to use that one in there. I don't want the white. All right, so this one is what? Let's look at the back of this one. Bonus, this one comes with mounting screws. You know, that may be a winner. That may be a winner chicken dinner right there for this guitar. So we're going to put that over there. I'm kind of leaning towards the Gretsch pickups. This one's in a baggie. Let's see what the back of this one says. No branding on it. I have to look up that number and see what that number is. We'll look up that number on the internet. Check it out. We might do that one. Cool. All right, well, the next section of this video, I'm going to have selected a pickup based on my voltage meter. I'm going to check out these, my ohm voltage meter, whatever it's called. I'm going to check these out and see which ones read the best. I'm kind of leaning towards either this Gretsch or maybe this one right there and this one. I think that's where I'm leaning. All right, well, I'm going to check them out. We shall return. Okay, so fast forward to the pickup removal. I've got the humbucker taken out of the pick guard, and as we can see, This is just one wire that comes out, and it's soldered to the top of the pot, which is the ground. And then on this lug right here, on this, if you can see right here, this is where this is the hot wire that goes to this switch, and then it's soldered to the pot right there. So it's just a 2 solder point thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut this off with my cutters, and then I'm going to take the pickup that I have selected and solder the hot in the ground, and we'll put it in the pick guard, and it's done. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to break up any of those sets that I had in those containers, but I decided to break up one of the Epiphone pickups that I have. This is a 5-wire pickup, and I've got 2 wires taped together. That would be for coil tapping, which I'm not going to do. These are the 2 ground wires that are going to be run to the pot, and that yellow is the hot wire. So this will essentially just solder on like this, okay? And this will mount right into the pick guard. So what I'm going to do now is, just to speed up the process, I'm going to snip the hot wire off of this and this ground on the pot. Going to take it off, and then we'll just pull this pickup right out. So now it is removed. So bam, piece of cake, right? Should be. So I've got to take my knife, my wire strippers, or my knife, one of the two, and I've got to get a little bit more wire coming off of this ground and this hot. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we'll solder them on. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's solder this thing on. I've got it mounted in the pick guard. We'll do the hot wire first. I put a little dab of solder on this lead, this lug here, just so we can get it to attach a little easier. I suck at doing this, even though I've done it for a long time. It's just, my eyesight's not as good as it used to be, and it's just, you know, I'm impatient. I just want stuff to stick. Maybe I should give myself more credit. Alright, so I know you probably can't see what's going on, and I apologize, but it is not that riveting or complicated. Just putting 2 wires on here, I promise you. It's kind of like doing surgery. Alright, so you never want to blow on the solder. You want it to just cool naturally and get a nice hazy shade once it dries. And it's secure. It's very secure. Cool. Now I've got the extra wires with electrical tape taped together because we're not doing any coil tapping. Everything seems real secure. I should be able to get this pick guard back on here. It's always really kind of scary doing this because you're afraid to pull wires off of the other connections, which is no big deal if you do. It's just, it delays the process, and then you got to figure out which wires came off and where they go. Tucking these wires back in there is kind of a tricky project because you don't want to pinch anything, and this pick guard should go flush back onto the guitar, which it did. It feels good. Everything looks level. Something's not quite right there. You got to look underneath it and double check everything. There's really not a whole lot of room in here, and there's a lot of wiring and components that go into this. So you certainly don't want stuff pinched. And if the pick guard doesn't lay flush, something is not right somewhere. So you gotta kind of get down low, take a look at it, give it a few tries. I hate it when these pick guards have to push underneath the neck a little bit. because then all your wiring comes back loose again. Okay. It looks, now that's worse than before. Get my screwdriver out. There, I think that did it. Yep, it's flush. Awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my knob puller off, and I'm going to, or out here, I'm going to pull these knobs off. I'm going to pull this plastic off the pick guard. This is always a good time to do that. So I'm going to take care of that. Okay, one of the best tools you can get that's cheap is a knob puller. I know, Beavis and Butthead knob puller. It's funny. But it's great for pulling off Gibson pots and Fender style pots, or not pots, but knobs. Makes it so easy. Just goes over the volume knob. Be easier if I had this pick guard screwed down when I was doing this, but these are quite easy to pull off. But that helps you get the plastics off of the pick guard a lot easier because there's not any obstructions in the way. Obviously, having the strings off the guitar makes it easier as well. The plastic on this humbucker was still on there, so it's like brand new. I mean, it is new. And we'll pull the plastic off. If you leave the plastic on these things, it'll actually make your pick guard kind of discolored over time. Make it kind of yellow. Cool. Plastics are now off, and we'll put the push these back on. Like so. Awesome. Speed up the film and get the pick guard screwed back on. Okay, so the pickup is installed. I've got it restrung, tuned up, and ready to go. So I'm going to turn on the amp. Fingers crossed, no microphonic feedback, and this thing will sound great. And, well, without further ado, let's check it out. Standby off. Going to turn up the volume on the bridge pickup here. Okay, it's pretty loud here in the room. All right, a little bit of feedback, as normal. Not microphonic. Awesome. I love it. It sounds great. This pickup was definitely worth putting in. I'm glad that I saved all my pickups and was able to find one that matched up perfectly. This Epiphone pickup's really hot. I believe it's a Pro Bucker. Anyway, I hope you like this kind of content. I hope it was informative, fun to watch. If so, please consider subscribing, comment below, and as always, have a great day. Peace out.